Hello everyone, my name is Aaron Morgan, and this is my presentation on the FCC unit cell. These are the topics that will be covered today: unit cells, types of unit cells, 3D structure of a face-centered cubic structure, characteristics of face-centered cubic structures, as well as atomic packing factor. A unit cell is the smallest portion of a crystal lattice that shows the three-dimensional pattern of the entire crystal. Unit cells are typically stacked onto each other as shown in the diagram below to develop what is known as the crystal lattice structure. So as you can see here, this is the unit cell. More iterations stacked onto each other will produce this crystal lattice. There are four main types of unit cells. These include simple cubic structures. Based on the picture, it can be seen there are no atoms outside of the cube edges. The next type of unit cell is a face-centered cubic cell, which we'll be looking more in depth to today, and the diagram depicts an atom in the center of each cubic plane, as we can see here. Other types include body-centered cubic structures, as well as hexagonal close-packed structure. Now let's look at the 3D model of the FCC unit cell. The diagram in the previous slide shows the FCC unit cell from a perspective of the location of the nucleus of the atom. The 3D model will show the respective radii of each individual atom, as well as give a better representation of how these units will be stacked to form crystal lattice structure. So as it can be seen, this can be stacked onto itself if it was mirrored and be able to produce a lattice structure. The edges of this unit is 1/8 of an atom, and the middle is a half of an atom. Since it's a cube, it gives a total of 4 atoms per unit cell. This takes us into the characteristics of FCC structures. Typically, they have the maximum packing for spheres of the same size. Also, as stated before, 4 atoms per unit cells. Atoms touch each other along face diagonals, and they have an atomic packing factor of 0.74. Atomic packing factor. As it can be seen, these atoms are arranged has some degree of voiding. The void of which represents the space between the atoms is a good estimate as to how tightly packed these atoms are in the unit cell. Simply put, the atomic packing factor is a measure of how tightly packed the atoms are within the unit cell. The equation is the volume of atoms divided by the volume of the unit cell. It should be noted the volume is assumed to be hard spheres. The volume of atoms in a unit cell is calculated by multiplying the total volume of one atom by the number of atoms in the cell. Hence, this 4 here, and this equation shows, well, this side of the equation shows the volume of one atom. This is then divided by the volume of the unit cell, which can be seen here, 8 cubed. Common metals that have FCC structures include aluminum, iron, gold, and silver. As it can be seen, FCC structures play a vital role in many of humanity's day-to-day necessities. Thank you for listening, and I'd like to thank Dr. Pyatt for teaching all the necessary topics. There are also some references in case you'd like to learn more about the unit cells and their importance. Thank you.